But before you go back to the senator with a question, I want to get your impression on the debate last night, and specifically about the fact that Mike Pence, a guy that we shared a party with for quite some time, last night would not say that he would support the peaceful transfer of power if the will of the people went against Donald Trump.
I agree with Claire McCaskill that this should be a bigger deal, that we have now a president on the debate stage and a vice presidential candidate who are refusing to say that they will accept the results of a free and fair election peacefully. It is mind-blowing. Yesterday was the 19th anniversary of the U.S. being in Afghanistan. And I think back to all those years that America was working over there and assisting with the election process, and how we would have just lost our minds if Hamid Karzai had said, well, I'm just not going to accept the results of the process. And that's literally where we are with Donald Trump and Mike Pence. And that's what I would like to ask Senator Warren about now that her angelic halo is probably faded from the backdrop. Yeah, and now that backdrop looks great. Joe is a great producer. What do you foresee as the stakes when it comes to the election results and the aftermath of the election?
So that's a great question, and you can tell you're out on my porch in the morning here. But the way I see this is going to be one more test of the strength of our democracy. You know, I will say that before Trump ever got here, I thought all of our democratic institutions were strong and robust, and that sort of the overall bureaucracy, if you will, would mean that Trump, he could do some bad stuff, but not a lot. And wow, he has come through and just broken one thing after another. And for example, we're just talking about healthcare. When the Republicans couldn't get healthcare repeal through the Congress, when they had control of the Senate, control of the House, and kept right on fighting, took it back to the courts, tells you, man, they're just working on their own schedule. They want to impose things on the American people that the American people don't want. So I think what happens after the election is a really important moment for America, where everybody takes a deep breath and says, the winner is the one who becomes president. And that, to me, what this means is the next 25 days are so critically important. I not only want to see us beat Donald Trump, we can't just afford to beat him by a little bit. We need to beat him, as Trump would say, bigly, because there can't be any dispute. Because he is the man who will dispute it if he has the tiniest shred of anything that he can hold on to. And so I think that's the importance of the get out the vote, get out the vote, get out the vote. And when we've gotten out your vote, you go get out the votes of your friends and get your friends to get out the votes of your friends. This has to be one of those elections where we all get out and vote, not only for the candidate we care about, but get out and vote for our democracy.
All right, Senator Elizabeth Warren, thank you so much. Senator Warren, we greatly appreciate you being with us this morning. And adjusting the camera.
Oh, the dog is there.
Oh, good.
I want to see him.
Yes. Just say hello to Spring.
All right.
Here he is. We've got Bailey. There's his dog.
So cute.
Such a cute doggy.
Okay, you just made my day.
It is good to see all of you. Take care.
It's great to see you, Senator. Thank you. Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.